Ladies and gentlemen, this man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, one of the original Road Lords, and as always, bring you the knowledge and dropping the science in this industry of what we call trucking. Okay. Tonight's title: We're teaching tonight. We're teaching tonight because there has been a series of events that has been going on, and I feel that I must address these things in order to better help people from here on. So, as you guys come in, give me a sound check. Let me know everything and stuff is good. And we will go into tonight's dissertation. Also, want to put this out here too and stuff. If you are watching, I can't. What I do want to say is that I see that you have a workshop that's going on, and so I wish to put my resume in and say that, well, I've been doing this for over five. I've been doing the YouTube for over 5 years. I've been driving trucks for over 20. I feel that the information that I can add on to your workshop can be impeccable. I'm very, very, I'm very, very thorough when it comes to my information, even though I may not be the flashy type. I don't believe in the flash, but I do believe in the cash, and I do believe in having one's own independence, which is the goal of anyone that gets out here into this industry, especially those that tune into my channel. I'm not a person that is focused or fixated on numbers. I'm not out here to entertain. I am simply out here to inform, and I feel that my information is helpful being in my 20 years in the industry, and that my mistakes, my pitfalls, my shortcomings have all been documented. And so the reason why this program is in existence is to make sure that others do not fall and make the same mistakes that I have. I don't make it about myself. I make it about the information, and I make my information very thorough. But I also make it free to those who are interested in getting the information because, again, the what I would like to say in the trucking industry is that the the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. And it's because of this that I don't charge anyone for my information. So my contact information is down on the page. Feel free to give me a call because I would definitely like to go into dialogue. I would definitely like to be a part of your trucker workshop. So I hope that this video and many of my others um, gets into your ears and that you study it and you find me worthy enough of being in your platform because I would certainly like to help others. And if not, that's okay. They can come over here and continue to get this information for free because the information is very basic, but it's very helpful for those that are trying to get themselves started or to get themselves familiarized or to go into an advanced stage of understanding the trucking industry. This is why I say I bring the knowledge and the science. I may not be very articulate with my speech. There's some words that I do use every now and again a little bit too much, but we try to work through it. Also, I would like to I would like to state that I am a bit long-winded, but I want to make sure that the information that you have is complete and absolute. I'm accused of that. I'm sorry about that, but again, that's because I am very passionate of making sure that the information that you get is complete and thorough. Okay, Caribbean Man 239. Hello, is a good time to get it's a good time to get into the business now, but owning your own truck. Yes, it is. It's gonna always be, you see, there's never gonna be if you leave it to most people and stuff, they're gonna tell you it's never gonna be a good time. It wasn't a good time 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. When it comes to owning your own business, people are always gonna say it's never a good time. Me, I speak contrary and say that it is always a good time as long as you have the basic information ready. If you're ready to put in the work and you're ready to put in the sacrifice, then absolutely. Now is the time. Now is the time. Whether you're a company driver, whether you want to get into the lease, if you got your own truck, There's no point in hesitating. If you know that you have the basic information down pack and stuff, man, then go for it. Because if you keep procrastinating, then you're just not going to do it. That fear is going to always be there and stuff, and that fear is going to compel you to not do what you need to do. It's going to always be there. I'm thinking about leasing on to a company. Well, then just make sure you do your research. Make sure that you do your research and stuff, man. Be thorough with them. Ask them. There's no wrong questions to ask. Okay? There are no wrong questions to ask. You see, make sure that you're very thorough. If you don't understand the questions or the correct questions and stuff to ask, then like I said, give me a call. You know, give me a call and stuff, man, and we can break down what it is that you're trying to do and stuff, so that everything matches up so that you can get with the correct carrier, you know, regardless of what it is that you're trying to do. But the thing is don't procrastinate and don't sit there and think that, well, when it's a good time, it's never going to be a good time. If you ask anybody out here when it comes to business, it doesn't matter whether it's trucking or just going in business for yourself, it's never a good time because there's always something going on. And my thing is that those always somethings that are going on and stuff, you need to get familiar with it. You need to get familiar with it so that you learn the pitfalls, and so you know, um, you learn the you learn the pitfalls, get familiarized with it, so you know what not to do. What's good, Go now? All right. See, we got 8 people in here. Trying to see if I get up to 15. If I get to 15, then I'm gonna start asking some very serious questions. So, um, again, the reason why I say I'm teaching tonight is because the problems that I'm starting to run into, right? The problems that I'm starting to run into is that, you know, people, I'm giving out information, then people are coming back to me and they're acting as though that we never spoke about certain issues, certain topics. And this is at a point where you're supposed to have time in, where I'm asking you, okay, well, did you get this taken care of? Did you get that taken care of? And then you're still in this same position. And the thing is that you're in a position to where you can't even bargain, because when times was good, you got comfortable. But now that times they're creeping around and they're not so good, things done got so bad to a point that you can't even negotiate. You're at a point of survival where it's almost like, hey man, listen, if I don't get my rent paid next month, man, that's it. You know, I'm gonna be out in the streets. So you don't really have any kind of negotiating tool or whatever. And what I tell people is that in this business, they know when you have money and when you don't have money. They know the people. They know the people that are putting away their money and doing the things that they need to do for their business, and they know the ones that aren't. And so the ones that they aren't, when they know you're in survival mode, then you're gonna be the one. You're gonna be the type of person that get all the nonsense. You're gonna get all the bad. You're gonna get all the bad freight. You're gonna get all the nonsense stuff. You might get a load, and they'll sit there and start cutting your rates or whatever. We seen this same situation with. We talked about what's the guy name? Hector. Y'all remember the situation with Hector. Hector was a car hauler. He was leasing this. It was a lease to own truck. You know, he was working for the guy for almost 3 years, and then he ran into a series of misfortune, and the guy had absolutely nothing. And so you see the extent that he had to go to and stuff in order to procure the truck. And so he still wound up losing it. And even then, he was asking the guy, hey, listen, kid, well, hey man, he didn't even have enough money to get home. He didn't have enough money to get home and stuff. And so, he's like, hey man, look, can you give me a load so I can go to the house so I can get my stuff out of my truck, and then I'll bring the truck back. You see what I'm saying? I mean, this guy is in this desperate position right here and stuff, and the guy say, hey, look, come back with $175,000. $175,000 after being there 3 years, putting all that money into that truck. You see, when Hector was there and when he was making money, he was comfortable. That's when he should have started asking the real questions and stuff about the race. If he start, asking the real questions about the business and whatnot. But he sat there when business was good, it was okay and stuff like that. He was spending his money all willy nilly because he thought that, well, hey, this thing is gonna last. This thing is a sure shot thing. It's something consistent. And so, it fell down to a point to where this man was in survival mode. The guy felt sorry for him and stuff and rented him a car. Okay, well, we'll rent you a car, Hector. We know you ain't got no money. He didn't have no kind of bargaining tool or whatever. They gave him some old junk load and told him, hey, look, it's either take this load over here to Virginia, or turn this truck in. But Hector was familiar with the rates, and so he said, "Man, no, I can't take it for that little bit of money." But the reason why, the reason why they cut the rates is because they looked at Hector's finances and they were saying, "Okay, well, Hector certainly, he getting his money, he's getting comfortable and stuff like that, but Hector isn't doing what he's supposed to do to get ownership. He's looking at this truck and he actually think he's gonna own it. He actually think he's gonna own this truck." And the fix is already in and stuff, right? And so, okay, they noticed that, well, his money started going down and stuff like that. Okay, well, get his load to Hector. Ain't nobody else gonna run it. They probably put it on the load board and stuff, and nobody bid at it. Give it to Hector and remind Hector of this contract because see, he's in debt to us. So, Hector went in there and stuff and tried to negotiate his Hector tried to sit there and negotiate and stuff. And hey, man, you can't negotiate when you ain't got no money. They know you in survival mode. You know, they know he in survival mode and stuff, and so they said, well, okay, all right, heck, that's one. Now you want to start pulling rank and stuff and saying this your truck. We're gonna show you how much of this truck is yours. The policeman was called out there and stuff, and they told him, hey, no, you can't take that truck. You can stay in it, but the truck can't go nowhere. And if you take it out of here and stuff, we got you for grand theft. Let's see, preacher, what you got? If you're structured your business right from the start and got the right business plan, wait a minute. And got the right business plan for your business, you shouldn't be struggling. Okay, now, brothers and sisters, this is coming from like I said, preacher been doing his thing for almost 2 years now in a day cab, trucking and banking. He been running into issues and stuff like that. He ran into a few issues and stuff, but he's still out there doing his thing. And he's doing it in a day cab. He's still doing it in the day cab and stuff. So I'm saying, I mean, this man out here getting it. So I'm like, I think that people that are interested, that are really interested in business and stuff and want to know how stuff, there's a man right there. 2 years in the game. What's up, Flute? Team Flute? I keep messing your name up. Keith Flute? Flute? But see, that's a man. That's a man right there, man, posting up videos and stuff like that. If you want to know the ins and outs and stuff, the intricacies of the business, there's a person right there, always posting up his stuff. Letting you know what the deal is. 2 years in a day cab doing this thing. I haven't even thought, he's talked about it and stuff. Well, hey man, I want to go over here and I can go over here and get a truck and with a sleeper in it, but what I'm doing right now is just fine. Okay, think I got enough people in here and stuff, man. Okay, I want people to be honest. I want you to be honest. Hey, well, hey, we helped each other. I want people in here to be honest. I got 11 people up in here. I got 11 people up in here. I want to ask a very serious question. How many of you right now has $10,000 of disposable income? And let me explain what the disposable income means. That means that money that you have $10,000 in an account that you don't worry about touching. It's no on top of the money that you're already making, you got $10,000 in savings, right? You got it in an account and you don't have to touch it. I got 13 people in here. I got 13 people up in here. I got one person to respond and stuff. I mean, if you got $10,000 in your account right now of disposable income, and stuff. I want you to give me a thumbs up. If you don't have it, give me a thumbs down because I'm trying to see where my focus needs to be at. If you got $10,000 in your bank account, if you got $10,000 in your bank account, give me a thumbs up. If you don't have it, give me a thumbs down. 13 people. I got three people to respond. I want people to be honest. Hey, go now. I see. Okay, all right, got you. Okay, Caribbean, you got it. Okay, all right, good. Okay, okay. I guess some people ain't gonna be honest and stuff, and that's okay. All right, now this is something that I'm gonna be starting very soon. This is something I'm gonna be starting very soon because I've been working out the things and stuff for the last couple of days and stuff, and I say that this right here is necessary because what I want people to start becoming is their own banks. I want people to become their own banks and stuff, but in order for you to become your own bank, you got to have a certain amount of income. That way you're not sitting over here going to, you're not applying for some credit card or whatever and getting this line of credit, right? I'm talking about that you have the money that you can borrow against yourself, right? So when you pay yourself back, that you got, that your interest rate is whatever you set it to be. Because I'm saying something and I'm being honest. I'm saying something and I'm being honest, man. I'm telling people this. This is going to be a teaching moment right here. But I'm assuming that everybody in here that's watching me right now drive trucks. I'm assuming this. And so my thing is that the conversations that I've been having with people have been letting opportunities just slide right on by. I mean, you got buckets and barrels of money. You got all sorts of opportunities all around you. And yet people aren't focused on, okay, yeah, all right, I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get to that in a minute, preacher. I'll get to that in a minute. But people have reached out and we've been talking. And I've been telling people the steps and stuff on what you need to do to establish yourself, regardless of what you are. Now, we're in an industry where we can make six figures now. This is the first time in this industry where you can make six figures as a company driver. So I'm saying the sky's the limit. And my thing is that if you're trying to get yourself established, because this is one of the last bastions of labor that you can go to, and you can actually control the type of money that you make. But I'm saying it's going to come with some sacrificing. And my thing is, when I start talking to people about these sacrifices, all of a sudden they don't have time to do it. They don't have time to do it. And I'm saying now, I mean, trucking is, a lot of people that are coming into the trucking industry are, they're coming from, they're not really coming from a job where, hold on. Ah, crap. It's freaking charging. Okay, this thing ain't charging up. But people are talking, they're not really coming from some industry that they was making a whole lot of money. They're not coming from industries where they made a whole lot of money and stuff. Is that when they got into trucking, this is the first time where they actually started to make some real bread. And so if you're coming into trucking, which a lot of people are coming into and stuff, and I'm saying it's kind of on an escapism type of thing, but I'm just letting that slide, right? But the opportunity is here, but people aren't capitalizing on it because they're focused on other things. They're focused on other things. Like they're asking me about certain people and stuff that I had disagreements with, which I'm saying that that's not the focus or the concern. We're focused on the business. We're always focused on the business. I'm like, man, it's kind of a disrespect when I get messages from people and stuff, and they're over here talking about, certain past indiscretions that really don't mean anything. When I'm saying that we're simply focusing on the business, and I'm saying, where do you stand on the business? Because you're telling me a bunch of stuff that you're trying to do, and you're trying to get yourself established and get yourself a foothold on things, and then I'm trying to give you the information that's needed and necessary for you to get the capital necessary to take those steps. And you're over here worrying about stuff, that you're just worrying about things that aren't even pertain to business. You see, that's what I'm saying. That drama type stuff, I don't need that over here. That's not what my channel is built for and stuff. If you're looking for drama and stuff like that, go to World Star. Go to all these other entertainment sites and stuff like that and waste your time over there. But if you're coming over here and you're talking to me, it's got to be about the business. If it's not about the business, hey, you know, you can go over here and do other things, cause I want you to do things constructively, even if you're wasting your time. Even if you're wasting your time, waste your time constructively. But I'm saying, don't come over here because all I'm talking about is the business. So when I'm talking about, this is the opportunity for you to make $100,000 in this industry, and you're getting into it, and you got buckets of money and opportunity that's right there laying by the wayside, and then you're not taking advantage of it, but yet you're telling me where you're trying to be. And I'm saying, okay, it's going to come with some sacrifice. Are you willing to put in the work? All of a sudden, all these excuses start coming up. All these excuses start coming up. I mean, look, you're in trucking, okay? You're not working for Walmart or in some factory no more, stuff like that. You're in this industry now. So in this industry, there are opportunities and stuff that you can take advantage of. But it's going to come at some sacrifice. But isn't it worth it if you're trying to get a foothold in this business? So understand, you're not going to be, this sacrifice requires you and stuff, man. You're not going to be home like that. You're not going to be home like that. You're not going to be able to go to, you're not going to be able to go on these vacations and stuff. That's going to come later. You're trying to get yourself established right now. You're telling me, hey, man, listen, my credit ain't so good. Okay, well, you certainly, okay, you're a company driver. This how much you're getting paid. You're a company driver. This how much you're getting paid. These are the bills and stuff that you're telling me that you got to pay. So then you certainly have enough money to go over here and pay somebody to get your credit and stuff situated. But then the comeback is like, okay, well, it seemed like to be some kind of scam or whatever and stuff. It's like the whole Edine Cole incident. People are going over there and talking to Edine Cole and saying, well, hey, listen, if you just tell me what to do, I can just do it myself. What I'm saying is that there are sophistications that go along into getting your credit and stuff straight, which is he trying to take care of. But the other side to that is that you got to put in some work yourself. And that's where the scam comes in at. Because you see that even though you're paying him to take care of the sophisticated things, you feel like, well, okay, I got to get out here and got to do some work and stuff myself. That's what a scam is. What I'm saying, like, okay, you got to understand, okay, at once upon a time, when you did certain things you just didn't know, or for whatever reason you thought you could afford it, or you thought it was a good idea, but you're trying to get yourself established. You're trying to get yourself, so by getting yourself established, you got to go over here, you got to clean up the mess that you made. So you got to start being real with yourself. And so when you got institutions and apparatuses that are out here to try to help you in the current situation that you in, to better your situation, then it's up to you to take advantage of it. But you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work and stuff. Just because you're here, okay, you got your CDL and you're starting to drive truck now, and your paycheck and stuff is okay, but it can be a whole lot better if you're willing to put in the work and put in the sacrifice. But you got to be home. You got to be the flashy type. The second you start purchasing things is the fact when you realize that, okay, I got a good settlement. I got a good settlement this week and stuff, man. Instead of trying to understand, is this settlement going to be something consistent? Is it going to be something consistent? And if it's going to be consistent, what do I have to do to make sure that I have this consistency? That I get myself well established? Okay, well, it's going to come with some sacrifice, man. Look, hey, um, you mind staying on the road and stuff a couple months? Oh man, I can't do that. But then you wonder why you ain't got $10,000 in your bank account. You wonder why you ain't got 10 grand in your bank account. In the whole purpose of you trying to get you trying to get yourself established. So I'm saying it's going to come with some sacrifice. You're starting out from you starting out from zero. You're starting out from the bottom. So there's nowhere to go but up. So why is it that you get a few good settlements and stuff like that, and all of a sudden you start shutting down? You're nowhere near the goal. You nowhere where you need to be, where you need to be if you're trying to truly establish yourself. That's going to come with some work. Like I said, every time you see me doing videos where I'm at, I'm sitting up in this truck. I'm not at the house. I'm not in some beachfront. I'm not flashy or nothing like that. Don't look for those things there and stuff, man. I'm going to be in the element. I'm going to be right here in the element getting what I need to get done. Because opportunities are all around you. When these opportunities come up, you got to be ready. But a lot of people aren't ready. I told you, there's been plenty of time. There've been plenty of times and stuff, man. Like I said, my house, for instance, plenty of times where those opportunities came up with houses similar to the deal and stuff that I got. But every time that they came up, I wasn't ready because I didn't put the work in. So when they was ready to do business and stuff, I was just being a window shopper. So the opportunity passed me by where I could have been established a long time ago had I just buckled down and put in the work by those who were sitting there telling me what needed to be done. In other words, I had Casanova 601 as my master teacher. Now I'm sitting over here arguing with a man that's a fleet owner. He got trucks, trailers, he got people working for him. He has money that's coming in consistently. He's doing a lot of work and stuff that I myself, when he tells me this what has to be done, oh man, I can't do that. It's got to be another way. And I'm trying to get myself established. I'm telling him that I'm trying to be at the level that you are. And he's giving me this science, he's giving me this information, and I'm telling him that he's wrong. There's something wrong with me. Is what I'm saying. And so I'm saying is that if I would have went on ahead and took heed of his information at the time that he gave it to me, right, and put in the work, I would have been better established a long time ago. I mean, I'm doing fine, I'm doing okay and stuff, but I'm still not where I need to be because I'm leased on. I'm leased on to somebody and stuff, and my ultimate goal is to have my own independence. Hold on, let me plug this. Oh, give me a few seconds, y'all. Give me a few seconds. Let me go back here. Plug this up. Okay, that's plugged in. Man. So if you're trying to get yourself if you're trying to get yourself established, right? Then you're gonna have to put in that work. So I'm saying I'm starting this group up called the 10 Grand Clan. Rhode Island Red Roosters 10 Grand Clan. Because there's levels to this thing, and so you got a basic level, but then when you get to that $10,000, there's another level that you can go to. And so I'm saying is that if you go out here and I say, okay, listen, I want you to get $10,000 in your account, and I want you to come back once you get it. I'll know the ones that are serious and I know the ones that aren't. Because what I've been doing lately is that when I've been having these one-on-ones and stuff with people and giving consultations, it's been a waste of time because I'm like, you're coming back to me a year later and you didn't get yourself established. And I'm like, okay, hey man, what was this earlier? You wanted me to get this information to you and you stayed on the phone with me. You stayed on phone with me for X amount of time. You asked me about this information. I looked it up for you, and I gave you a step by step. And I asked you, did you understand what I was talking about? And you was telling me, yeah. So I mean, don't be saying yeah just to get me on, just to make me feel good and stuff, man. I'm giving you this information to get yourself established. I'm giving you this information because you're saying that, well, a lot of the older guys aren't out here giving this information like that. They're just keeping it to themselves. Right. So I'm saying is that, I mean, it's gonna come with some work and it ain't gonna be easy. You're gonna be hearing a lot of people saying a lot of things and stuff, man, about what you should be doing and all this other stuff there. But look, you got to go and do what has to be done. You know that you don't have this money, and you know that you're trying to get this money, and this is the way that you get it. You're not gonna get it by sitting there being at the house and stuff, man. What's so important for you being at the house and stuff instead of you going out here and grabbing this opportunity while you have the opportunity to do it? While you have the opportunity to do it, if it's there, go and grab it. What are you doing at the house except watching TV? You just watching TV, or you're doing something really? You're doing something non-constructive. I mean, if we can keep it all the way real, you're doing something that's non-constructive, which means that you're wasting time, energy, and resource into things that's not going to produce anything that's good for you. So you set yourself back. What I'm saying is that, okay, you got yourself established, you got a foothold, right? So you might as well stay out and get the money. What's the problem? What's the problem? What's so important? What's so important for you that you got to be at the house? Your PlayStations and your Xboxes? That brand new car and stuff that brand new car that you couldn't afford. Those things and stuff, they come later, because you see, these are time and energy. These things require time, energy, and resource to get into and stuff, man. But what's the payoff? If you're saying that you're trying to get yourself established, man, you got to be all the way into this. Why not? Because you don't have to stay into it very long. It's not like you're going to be in it for the rest of your life, but you need to be in it long enough to you need to be in it long enough to where you have what you have, right? And you can move to the next step, move to the next level. Quit, don't let it just be talk. Don't let it just be talk and stuff, man. You owe it. You have it in you to go out there and make it happen. Because for a lot of you, you was talking about once upon a time getting your commercial driver's license. You understood the work that was involved to try to get that. You had to go get you had to go get your physical. Then you had to go get your permit. Then you had to go into that school and stuff, right? And sit through that school. You know, and then your payoff was to get your license. And now that you got your license and stuff, man, you out here on this road and you're trying to establish yourself. Okay? That's where the real work and stuff start coming in there. But just like it was hard going through the training and stuff, man, it's gonna be hard, right? Trying to get yourself established. But once you get there, it becomes a lot easier. That's what I'm saying, So I'm saying is that, getting your first $10,000 is going to be very difficult, because you see, you're trying to budget yourself in saving, and you're doing the job, and you're trying to get the ins and outs, the intricacies and stuff about the job, and make sure that what you're doing is consistent. But I mean, once you get the swing of it, right? That's why most people who have access to that capital, they got it. Hey man, I got it from here because I already know what to do. But I'm saying, just getting there and stuff, man. What's the pitfalls? What is it that I'm doing wrong and stuff? What is it? Where's my time and energy going towards? And so, I say, well, all right, give me a play by play and stuff. How does your day usually go? How does your day usually go in the workplace and stuff? And so I'm saying, okay, some of the conversations I can already pick it up immediately. I'm saying, well, all right, here's where your problem lays at right here and stuff, is that you're too busy focus on this entertainment nonsense. You over here talking to me and stuff, man. What are you gonna do about, you know, what are you gonna do about what this person said about you? I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the business. I'm not worried about that. I told you I'm not in the business of entertaining. I'm in the business of information. So those things and stuff, they're going to be what they're going to be because at the end of the day, they pretty much fizzle themselves right on out and stuff. And I'm saying I feel sorry for them because I say, hey, if you would have took the time, energy, and resource and stuff, right, and focus on what had to be done on the business side of things, then well, hey, you be okay right now. But instead, you want to focus on all this other nonsense and stuff like that, and then want to call somebody, all these derogatory words and stuff like that. And I mean, you can't even you can't even articulate what you're saying inside your mind to communicate to people without using some kind of profanities and obscenities. Yeah, I get upset about things. I get emotional about things, but I'm saying I don't let it control me. This, my friends, is what I call composure. and this is something that this is something that you got to have in this business because you see in the world of business people are going to oftentimes say things and stuff that you don't like to hear. They're going to be coming with you with all types of nonsense and stuff. I tell you that in the sectors of business, right, which I say it's a shame really, is that you, the business person, are going to have to interact with people that don't have the same things to lose as you. For instance, when you show up at a place for instance, when you show up at a place and they tell you, you know that your appointment time was this time right here, and so you put your work in and you got to the place on time, right? Just for them to tell you that you're late, go sit in the back or whatever and stuff, and it's going to take them 12, 13 hours. These people are working this job. They get to go home to their families and stuff like that, have home cooked meals and take them a good shower and a good bath and watch TV and all this type of nonsense there and stuff just to come right back into the job. Meanwhile, you're still at the same facility. These things and stuff are going to happen, but you're going to have to maintain your composure. You can't just get upset and stuff, man, when people do these type because you're going to be interacting with people that don't have the same things to lose as you. But if you can't get that basic premise right there down packed, then how are you supposed to have control and stuff, man, when it comes to your business? This is the world of works that we're in, and you're going to have to deal with it. It's a sad fact, but a true fact. I wish that everybody in this sector of business had the same thing to lose and stuff as you. They would have their acts together. They wouldn't be up here fussing and arguing and complaining and all this stuff there. Okay, hey man, listen, let me hurry up and get you on out of here. Because look, I got the same to lose as you, probably more to lose. If I don't get you out of here and stuff, man, that means I can't leave and go home and do stuff that I want to do constructively. People are going to give you a bad days out here and stuff, man. I mean, you're going to be hearing a lot of stuff that you just don't want to hear, even though you did your job correctly. Even though you did your job right, you did everything to the letter. You did everything to the letter. And yet you're still being penalized for something. You're being penalized for doing your job correctly. You was given the task of getting the freight from one point to the next. You got it there safely. You got it on time, despite the fact of all the traffic jams and all the all the nonsense and stuff that go on out here on this road just to get to a place and stuff. And them tell you, okay, well, no, man, we're not taking the freight. All because of how a person feels. They're not even following policy. All because of a person and the way they feel and stuff like that. You just happen to run into them, and they got attitude with you. You don't know them, and they don't know you. And these are the type of people that you're going to have to interact with in the world of works. And so, when you're understanding this when you have to start understanding all things that, man, look, I can't let things bother me if I'm trying to get to the goal, because if my plan is to get 10 grand, right? If my plan is to get 10 grand and stuff, man, everybody's not going to understand this business. They're not going to understand the business that I'm doing and stuff, and to understand the sacrifices that also come along with that. I'm going to get to y'all questions in a minute. I'm going to get to your questions in a minute. But that's all I'm saying, is that the sacrifice and stuff that comes along with that. Hey man, look, it's going to be a difficult task, but you got to remain composed. And so when you've been doing this as long as I have and stuff, man, you understand. Look, certain things just don't bother you People are gonna say things and stuff, man, but that's because they don't understand. Hey, I got a whole lot more to lose than this person right here. That's why I remain composed. I got more to lose and stuff, or this person doesn't understand the things and stuff that they can actually lose. So I'm saying is that, hey, look, I gotta be a testament sometime and stuff, and say, okay, well, look, and they'll understand later. Some people have came back and stuff, and they apologize. Hey, man, listen, I don't know what the world I was tripping about that. That could have, I mean, to the ones that's true and stuff, but I mean, honestly, nobody's gonna really answer up. Nobody's gonna really own up to the mistakes and stuff that they made, right? I mean, if we can have some honesty if we can have some honesty out here, we'll have some clarity. Truth be told, but it is what it is. Those who know, those who know and stuff, pass along to the people and hope that they understand, so they themselves can get composure. Don't fall for the traps. But I'm telling you is that that's just some of the many things that are out here in this industry, and it could be to a point and stuff, man, where it's just, I mean, it becomes, hmm, you know, it becomes so distracting to a point to where you just saying, man, what's the whole point of me even doing this? What's the whole point of me even doing this and stuff, man? And you got to remind yourself and stuff, man. Hey, listen, it's not about them, it's about me. Okay, I got to be coming up with problem solving skills and stuff in order to get to the goal, right? Because my the only way I'm going to make money is if I get this thing unloaded and stuff, right? So sometimes and stuff, I got to go outside of myself and make sure that I can keep things calm down. Okay, listen, man, listen, what can I do? What can I do and stuff to get things moving along and stuff, when the reality and stuff, man, you angry and upset, but you got to maintain composed and stuff, man. Hey, listen, I'm sorry, you know. Plenty of times I had to do that. I got to back on up and stuff, but the thing is, I got money on the line. I got money on the line. I'm saying, look, as soon as he get empty and stuff, and he signed this he signed his paperwork and stuff like that, I got $3,000 coming as soon as I get it scanned. But I'm like, okay, so all right, he want to make it the hard way. He want to make it the hard way and stuff, and that's cool. Okay, I got to come up with problem solving skills and stuff, right? To see what is it I got to do to get to this door. I'm not saying you got to kiss their tail or whatever. You just got to come up with problem solving skills. That's the aspect of being a business person. You got to think outside the box in order to get to the goal. Okay, let's see. Where you at? Let's see. Too much money out there. Trucker 50. You seem to have a lot of questions. Oh, let's see. Please tell me how much it would cost me to insurance plus authority. I could not find a load for a month. Halfway down last stop. Please tell me the total cost of getting me on authority plus insurance. Okay. Um, Trucker 50. Look, this what you need to do right here. This what you need to do right here and stuff, because you keep asking the same question over. I want you to go on my YouTube page, right? I want you to go on my YouTube page. I want you to get my number. Get my number off my YouTube page and stuff and lock it in. And once you get it locked in, I want you to text me and let me know that you got it. The number's up there on my personal page on my YouTube page. Go up there, get my number, text me, and if you're serious, right, I'll get the text. And then we can set something up and stuff, and we can go through this whole thing about explaining trucking authority, because that's going to require stuff me to go a little bit more in depth, because there are a series of things and stuff that go along with getting your trucking authority, getting your truck insurance, so on and so forth. So I'm saying, I mean, it's gonna take a little bit longer for me to explain it up here, but I'm willing to explain it to you if you give me a call. I'm not saying right now. I'm just saying text me, let me know that you got it, and I'll set up a time and stuff like that, and we can go all into it, because you had some more stuff that was up here about Landstar, so I'm pretty sure it's going to lead into other things and stuff, and so you know we can go into dialogue about that. But if you're serious, get that information off my YouTube page. Go up there now, since you ain't doing anything. Okay, let's see, Mr. Cohen, what you got? When should I be concerned about a rebuild? I got 2018 DD15 Freightliner Cascadia, 661 miles and 19K engine hours. How long before rebuild? Okay, I got a 2013. I got a 2013. I got the truck. I got my truck. It had 480,000 miles on it. Currently, I have a million. I have 1,000,007. I got 1,007,065, and the truck is still running good. So my truck is still running good. I got my truck. It had 480,000. It had 480,000 miles on it. I got a million miles on it right now. DD15. You got a 2018 with 661,000. I got one with a million on it. Got two. It got mine's a 2013. So right now, 661,000. That's way too early. That's way too early and stuff, man. I'm telling you, to be honest with you, I think your truck is gonna go the distance. To be honest with you, the truck is actually gonna go the distance and stuff, man. I'm saying like usually around the 900,000 mark. That's when you can start making the decision to say, well, okay, do I want to rebuild the truck or do I want to sell it and get something else? You know, you could be in that issue there and stuff. But for the DD15, as far as the rebuild go and stuff, they're charging right now for in frame. The people that I'm going to and stuff, they're charging me 32,000. That's for everything. That's for everything and stuff, man. That's a complete rebuild with turbo injectors. They're charging me 32,000 and stuff. So just something to think about if you're planning on keeping the truck. That's the thing there. If you know that if you're not really going to keep the truck, then that's not the type of investment that you want to make. You could just go ahead and sell it. You go ahead and sell it and just add that on with the type of money and stuff that you have and just get you something. If you're thinking in the cause I've been eyeballing those W9s and Peterbilts and stuff, and the finance company in fact called me yesterday and stuff and asked me was I still interested, and so I'm looking at it and I'm like, I want to, but I don't know. It can go either way. It can go either way and stuff. But as things stand right now and stuff, you're good. From one DD15 owner to another, you're good. Just make sure that just make sure that you're doing your proper maintenance and stuff. Take care of your truck. That means do your oil changes. Do your oil changes in the proper intervals and stuff like that. Don't be stretching it along. You ain't got to sit there and be doing 25 and 30,000 miles on and stuff like that. Hey, look, I understand that oil and stuff is expensive, but it ain't to a point to where you got to stretch it out that far and stuff, right? Just keep eye on your oil levels, stuff like that. Make sure that you know, make sure that you're running your truck consistently. Um, I mean, well, not consistently. Make sure that you are keeping an eye on your truck and you doing a pre-trip is consistently. Keep an eye on your oil levels and stuff like that. Watch your coolant temperatures. Make sure that you put in the proper adjectives and stuff. You don't have to really run adjectives if you don't want to and stuff. But I'm just saying, just make sure that you're doing your proper maintenance on your truck. Get your oil changes on time. Get your oil changes on time and stuff. And just watch some of the things that you haul, and you should be okay. I don't know if you're a here, there, and everywhere type of person, but um, that can play a factor because I run East Coast, right? Okay, all right, Gus, I got you. I got you. So, what I'm saying is that if you're a here, there, and everywhere type of person, I mean, if you ain't got yourself established as far as like your running lanes, if today you in California and tomorrow you in Texas, and then the day after you probably in Chicago and stuff like that, and then after Chicago you over here in North Carolina, and then you working your way back. Then well, you putting a real big stress test and stuff on your truck. So those things and stuff are something that you need to consider. As opposed to me, I just run strictly East Coast. I don't do a lot of mountainous regions and stuff like that. I got a pretty good understanding of the stuff that I haul. I'm pretty, I'm usually around a certain range and stuff, and so it's that's probably the reason why it's went the distance. But if you are a here, there, everywhere type of person, and you hitting those hills and stuff pretty regularly and stuff, and your some of the stuff that you haul is not consistent. Well, I'm saying like today it's a 45,000 pound, and then you know the next load is probably light, and then you're back heavy and stuff again, and you going through I-40 and those mountainous regions and stuff like that. You putting some stress and stuff on your equipment, and so those things are something that needs to be taken into consideration. But I mean, right now as it stands, 661,000. If you know the history, like where the truck came from, that would be very helpful too. Where the truck came from, get somewhat of an idea what kind of stuff that they hauled. Those things, then stuff, they play a factor. But 2018, I'm pretty sure you got a auto shift. You probably got an auto shift transmission and stuff. So if I had to put my finger on it, that's probably where you're gonna have other than your emissions. That's the only other issue and stuff that I think that you're probably gonna run into and stuff. Is that clutch. That clutch and stuff is gonna be, the clutch is gonna wear out and stuff, and so you just got to get ready for clutch replacement. What you got, preacher? When running the trucking business, you have to think as a business owner, not as a company driver. There are loads maybe no one wants. There are loads maybe no. Excuse me. Good gracious, man. There are loads maybe not the ones that fit your criteria, but ones that you can make money on. Absolutely. Let's see. I was on 40 today in Missouri. Good gracious. Let's see. Let's see, Mr. Cohen, do you idle? I still have my emissions on. Yes, I do. I do idle, man. I'm not going to kid you, Mr. Cohen. Yes, I idle a lot. That's one of my biggest problems and stuff, man. But I got to be cool. I got to be cool in the summer. I got to be warm in the winter. Okay. And you say that you got your emissions. You got your emissions on your truck and stuff. So you got a 2018. You got a 2018 and stuff, right? So let's see what we got. 18. So you talking about what? Let's see, 17. Okay, so look, your truck got that 5 year mark on it, right? It got that 5 year mark on it and stuff like that. So keep your eye on that emissions. Keep that eye on that emissions. And so when that orange light of death come on, right? The orange light of death come on and stuff, and you take it over there to the dealership, and they start talking about all this nonsense about, oh, you need knock sensors, and you need knock sensors and deaf bladder sensors and one boxes and all this other stuff there. Those are the signs that say, hey man, your truck got cancer. And so with your truck having cancer, there's some things you need to consider. Like, hey man, where do I run? Am I gonna be in areas and stuff, like the California thing and stuff? You don't run California and you like that truck, and they tell you that your truck got cancer, you need to go find a doctor. You need to go find that doctor and perform that surgery. Once you perform that surgery, you won't have that problem. You won't have that problem and stuff no more. I can guarantee you that. You won't have that issue no more. But I'm just saying is that, to tackle this thing and stuff like that, the dealership start talking all that nonsense, don't waste your time or your money. Cause that's all you're gonna be doing. That's all you're gonna be doing and stuff, man. Just wasting your time and they got to tell you something and stuff, right? Without really telling you. But I'm telling you without really telling you that if you start having those issues, you at that 5 year mark and stuff, man, and that thing get the derating and all that other stuff there, and you in the shop every other day because of some emission issue, you got cancer. Okay? Your truck has cancer. and you need to find a doctor to remove the surgery. Your truck needs to have surgery to remove that problem, which is cancer. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm all over the place. East of I-35. I try to stay out of the mountains. Let's see. East of I-35. I-35. That's what. Um, I-35. Somebody quick tell me I-35. Where is that? That's Texas, right? Everything. So you do everything east of Texas. I-35. That don't 35 take you from Texas to not Wisconsin, Minnesota. 35 will take you up to, yeah, 35 will take you up to Minnesota from Texas, right? If I'm not mistaken. 702 truck to high late. What did I miss? What did you miss? You missed the fact that everybody that's late got to pay a $150 fee. So make your com check out to Rhode Island Red Roosters Transportation Services Incorporated. For $150, we take com checks, EFS checks, and all that. In fact, give me your phone number. I'll send you over the link, and you can just pay it that way. We take all form of payment, even cash. So yeah, you was late. You missed that. I appreciate your honesty. Do I have an app for that? No, no, I don't do the app thing, guys. No, I don't do the app thing, man. Look, EFS check, com check. You gotta do it that way and stuff, man. $150. I'm gonna waive it this time though. I'm gonna waive it this time. I'm just saying next time. Next time. Okay, what you got? East of Dallas mainly and north of it. Okay, all right, got you. Got you, got you, got you. Okay. Um yeah, it okay. Yeah, they're gonna be some mountainous regions and stuff that's over there. So just keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on it and stuff, man. I hope that you can somehow, center it around to where you can get some consistency. Oh, Kansas. Okay, all right, all right. Kansas is not bad. Yeah, Kansas is not bad. It's mainly like Missouri and Tennessee, Kentucky. When you start hitting those regions and stuff over there, then yeah, like Kansas is pretty flat land and stuff. Kansas, Oklahoma. If you can keep it in those flat lane regions and stuff, you can really push the distance. Yeah, it's kind of strange and stuff. Yeah, 21. Yeah, we got 21 people and stuff in here tonight. But it's drama free, so it's drama free. So hopefully I'm hoping that everybody's liking what I'm saying and stuff like that. I hope that this video gets to this certain somebody so that I can help them out with that workshop. I'm a real big fan of their work and stuff, man. I hope that this gets to him and stuff like that. He reaches out to me. If not, that's cool too. But I mean, he's a busy person and stuff. But I mean, I hope that this right here is something that can get him to look at some of the other stuff that I did, or just to reach out to me and pick my brain a little bit. And hopefully, I can be a part of that regime. Let's see, running 1099, still saving up for truck practice. Let's see, practically the knowledge. Okay, live free, be now. Okay, got you. All right. So yeah, all right. If you 1099 and stuff like that. I mean, just just make sure that you stay business focused. Okay, it's not like running, people that running W4s and stuff like that. Stay focused. You're 1099. You're getting your money up front because you're trying to move your stuff into the business side of things. They're gonna be don't get over there and stuff and start, oh man, shoot, I got all this money and stuff like that, and then you start flashing it around somewhere. You going to the Dodge dealership, instead of the Freightliner dealership, you know, getting the wrong type of equipment. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind and stuff, man. 1099, stay focused. Focus. You know, fighting these brokers trying to get good rates. Yeah, yeah, man. Look, it's they're not really saying the R word yet, which is recession. They're not really saying that and stuff, but it's coming around. It's coming around and stuff to where they're gonna have to say it, and you know, because of that, because of that and stuff, man, that just gives them the excuse and stuff to start cutting rates, and it's gonna be sort of like a survival of the fittest type thing going on. Like, well, hey man, this is what it is right now and stuff. They done cut it $500, just to see if somebody gonna run it, and then you got folks that's out there that's running it. Yeah, I'll go and take it. Even though they talk, oh man, we drivers need to stick together and unify and stuff. These rates are just ridiculous. Don't be taking no cheap freight. And then guess what they doing? Going down the road taking cheap freight. They tell you not to do it. No, don't haul for TQL and stuff, man. They on TQL website. I mean, just refreshing the button and stuff. Okay, what loads they got today? What the loads they got today, man? Um, let's see what you got. Popo Trucking, yeah, I-35 run through Minnesota, Iowa. Yeah, that's right. Iowa, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, mainly the center of them, kind of. Okay, yeah, got you. Yeah, I forgot about Iowa. Yeah, so Iowa. That means let's see what you got. Iowa and what's beside Iowa? Nebraska. Okay, so you got Iowa and Nebraska. So the the winter gets pretty cruel, and it gets pretty cruel and stuff out there, from what I remember. So I mean, yeah, you know it's not very favorable and stuff like that. That's the other thing, is that the winter and stuff, like, they get real cold weather and real snow and real ice and stuff like that. And so these that plays a factor and stuff on your equipment and stuff too. Not as much as those hills, but still, it's like, when it gets frigid out there and stuff, you ain't exactly shutting that truck off, so um yeah. Let's see what you got. Let's see. In the market, would be better to have a note dealership or rebuild a truck. Okay, it's it all depends on what you're trying to do. It's all on what you're trying to do and stuff. Don't shortcut. Don't shortcut your business. You see what I'm saying? Don't go get a cash truck just because it's cheap, and then you want to get out here and start running like everybody else and stuff because I don't want a truck note. Okay? If you're doing business properly, it's going to take care. Business is going to take care of itself. So don't be afraid of a truck note. But what I'm saying about getting your credit straight is so that you don't sit there and get hit with this, that they you get approved for a truck, but then you sit over here paying 20% interest. You see what I'm saying? Your interest rate is so ridiculously high and stuff that you sitting over here, when everything's said and done, for this used truck, you over here paying $250,000. You see, getting your credit and stuff straight, making sure where you establish that. So if you have to go the truck note route, right, that it's not going to be too much of a deal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because when I got this truck here, like I said, when I got this truck here, because I had such a good understanding about business, when the truck note came, I didn't even feel it. I didn't even feel it and stuff, man. I'm like, I go in there probably later on and stuff, like, okay, wait a minute, hold up. 1370. Oh, yeah, yeah. They did get the truck note out and stuff, but it wasn't a struggle because, back in the day and stuff, when I got my first truck through the bank, because of me not having to understand the business. Now I was in a lease truck paying $1,800 a week. I mean, not 1,800 a week. Sorry. I was paying $535 a week when I was with national carriers back in 2009, right? So, that comes up to about 2,100 a month, right? So I go to a bank and get a truck for 900, 27.5 is what they sold me the truck for, 27.5. at 20% interest. And even with that 20% interest, my truck note every month was $946, but it was a struggle to make a payment on the truck, $946. And I'm saying now this is after leaving national carriers, giving them $500 a week. I got a truck, $946 a month. And it was a struggle because my understanding of business and where I was at. I was taken it, I was taken advantage of because of my lack of knowledge. And so there was a lot of things that was a struggle that I'm saying that if I had to go back into it now, it's not too much of a big deal. A truck payment is nothing. As long as your business is consistent, as long as your credit is on point, and you getting something at true fair market value. That's the other name of the game, man. You getting a truck at true fair market value. Don't get some stuff. Okay, you got to prove, but then you got to prove and stuff like that. But then they setting you up, 35% interest. You see what I'm saying? You sitting over here paying almost $4,000 a month for a truck that originally supposed to be paying about 15 a month. You see what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, you got to prove, but this is your rate right here because you didn't get your credit and stuff straight. And so I'm saying, when you add that on with the fact of your lack of knowledge of the industry of how to make money consistently and stuff, then that's when it becomes overwhelming. But so just know where you stand, know what you're trying to do and stuff, right? There's nothing wrong with going the cash route, like getting a truck and then, putting the motor in and stuff and get it rebuilt. As long as you know what the business that you're in is going to be making a return investment on the money that you're putting into the truck. You see what I'm saying? Because we had an incident about a certain somebody that's sitting there that spent way too much money. They spent way too much money on something. What I'm saying is that ordinarily they were winning, but they got entirely too much money into this equipment and stuff. And so like now you got to pay all this stuff back. And so you already know what the number figure was and stuff. And so it doesn't make sense to do that. You see what I'm saying? If you got that amount of money and stuff there, then you just then your route that you need to go to and stuff is the note route. You know, the note route and stuff like that. Finance your business because your business is gonna because you're always gonna be upgrading your business. Finance your business if they give you the opportunity to do that. You know, but people want to, like I said, there's nothing wrong with going the cash route and stuff like that as long as your business is going to make that return back. You see, that's why like people look at chasing Andrew Jackson for instance. He sits over there, he makes the cash purchases and stuff like that, but he shows you that the business that he is makes the return back on the purchases that he makes. So that works out and stuff if you're able to do that. But on the other hand, if you don't have any understanding about about the business that you're in, and then you go over here and you get a cash truck, and then you try to go out here and put it to work, remember you got to try to make this money back on top of the fact that you got to understand this equipment and all this other thing. And so that's when all the bad stuff start happening, and then things get too overwhelming. But at the same time, if you're financing something, right? If you financing something, your money becomes capital, and your capital is what sustains you in business. So you're able to do things and stuff. You're able to do things and stuff and make investments with your own money without having to go to any kind of outside sources. Well, what's the point of using the credit card, right? And have to pay this interest back when you already got the money sit back as capital in your business because you know, they want a down payment on the truck. They want a down payment on the truck. Now you can go out there, you can probably pay the truck off cash, right? But if they are financing the truck and the interest rate and stuff is fair, then why not just take a little bit down, keep your money and use it as capital and stuff and start investing in yourself so that you can take that capital and invest it in other parts of your business rather than just trying to pay the truck off and stuff like that and then try to make your money back on the back end. When I'm saying that it's not gonna come as quick as people would hope. Certain sectors in business and stuff, man, you'll have greater payoffs and stuff like that. But and then some sectors take a little bit longer. So I'm saying for those sectors that take a little bit longer, Why not just invest in self in your business? And you got the money to pay the truck off, right? So you can pay the truck off at any time. But if they're requiring this amount of money, and then you got to pay this amount of money a month, right? And it's something of fair market value. And remember now, you're working every single week. You're working every single week and stuff, right? So you got your capital, and so you're putting your money on top of that capital that you already have. So you can invest it in other sectors, or you can just leave it there and stuff. And you saying that, well, okay, enough is enough. I don't want to make any more payments anymore and stuff, and just drop it on them. You know what I'm saying? The truck costs X amount of dollars. They sell the truck for $60,000. You got the $60,000, but they saying that they just want for you to get in the truck and stuff. They want 20%. They want 20%. So that's 12,000. That's 12,000 minus 60. 12,000 minus 60. So you still left with $48,000, right? And then they give you a term of 3 years to pay the loan and stuff, right? So you got $48,000. You're telling me that you can't make that $12,000 back in a certain amount of time, and also in that certain amount of time, you can't take that money right there and double it and triple it, and they're giving you 3 years to pay off this equipment. See what I'm saying? Invest in yourself and stuff. Don't sit there and, the cash route ain't always the best route. But I'm saying if you got $48,000 of capital, right, that's on your business, keep it where it is and stuff, and then find a way to make that money grow. Because you're gonna be working, and with you being working, that money is coming in. And if it's coming in consistently, you add it on to what you already have. So see, the truck payment route is not a bad route if you know how to use it correctly. This is what all businesses do. This is what all businesses do and stuff. Like I said, with Prime, for instance and stuff, man. Look, for every $1 million that Prime make, they can buy 10 trucks. They can buy 10. So I'm saying, just imagine you over there at Prime paying $2,600 a week, right? If you paying $2,600 a week for the truck. In 52 weeks, you're going to have $72,000. Now, Prime got more than 52 trucks. So I'm saying every 52 trucks so 52 trucks, they're making $72,000. So you take $72,000, right? And you take $72,000 and stuff and divide that by a million. So every 13 weeks they making $1 million. So in $1 million they bought 10 trucks. So I'm saying take that money, and they're making that money just off the trucks and stuff. For every 52 trucks that they have, they're making $72,000 a week. So I'm saying in 13 weeks, 10 trucks. You see how they're not what you pay and what they pay is different. That's why they don't have a problem. That's why they don't have a problem going out there and stuff and getting the latest greatest truck. Okay, we can go out here, we can get the 2022s and the 2023s and stuff and no problem because they're just making that off truck payments. They're just making that off truck pay. We ain't even talking about the contracts that they got, General Mills, Smithfield Packing, all these other contracts and stuff they got. They just making that straight off the trucks. So I'm saying the equipment pays for itself without even them even looking at the freight. The trucks pay for themselves. All they need to do is just have somebody on the hook to pay for it every week. What I'm saying is that see, they finance the business and stuff. They finance their business, and so once everything is paid off, okay, well, I'll take the trucks back over there across the street and stuff like that. Truck got 200,000 miles on it. The truck got 200,000 miles on this stuff. They already paid the truck back. They already paid the truck off, and they made a profit because they kept the truck for 2 years. Then they told it across the street, sell the truck, and that's also a profit because they buying them in bulk. But I'm saying now, if you have to think about it, if they're paying the same price that if they pay the same price that you and I pay, they couldn't go over there and get those trucks over there like that. You know it, and I know it. it's not economically feasible for them to do that. If they paid the same price of stuff as you, they couldn't go over there and get those trucks and those trailers. But I'm saying they getting it at a fair, where it's better than fair. But that's what they doing, and then they got people and stuff on the hook every single week and stuff, man, to make those truck payments. And the thing is, it's not for you to get in a position it's not for you to get into a position of understanding the business so that you can start doing these things for yourself, but it's for you to go over there and get comfortable. That's why guys go over there in these lease programs and then they stay over there and then they finish the lease off and say, oh well, let me go lease on another truck. Let me go lease on another truck and stuff, and they do another 2 years and stuff like that. But meanwhile, the people who really get the business and stuff down pat, for instance, Be Smooth, right? I talked about Be Smooth when Be Smooth went over there. Be Smooth understood the business, but then when he got the truck paid off and he got the title in hand and stuff, they started treat Be Smooth a little funny. They, I'm pretty sure they had a talk with Be Smooth. Hey, listen, you do qualify to go over and get you another truck if you want to. He said, no, I'm good. Okay. All right. So then his running stuff started becoming more different. Like, okay, listen, we want you to start deadheading 600 or 700 miles to go pick up a load. Be Smooth, like, nah, that's okay. That's all right. Took his stuff on back and stuff and left on out of there. Woody was the same way. Woody was the same way and stuff. Hey, Woody, you got that truck paid off. You want to go get you another one? Nah, I'm good. Okay, all right. Well, eh, no more loads and stuff for you. So he had to leave on out of there and stuff. And he went over there to RST. But that's the thing. They don't want you. They don't want you in that same business mindset and stuff as them. And start understanding the business and stuff and what it's worth, and say, well, look, you know what? Let me use my own credit, and you let me use my own credit since I'm working over here. I'm being, the money is consistent. The money is consistent, and you know. So let me go over here and get my credit and stuff fixed so that I can go over here and I can use my own purchasing power to get my own equipment. Stay at Prime if you're making money at Prime, stay over there. But all I'm saying is that, man, when it comes to getting some equipment and all, that's okay. I'm still going over here across the street, right? I'm still gonna go over here to Freight and stuff and make my truck look just like everybody else's truck. But you know, I'm going over here and stuff, man, off my merit, off my credit, and I ain't going through no pedigree and stuff, to go get a truck. I'm going, I got a bank of stuff that's gonna finance me. I got a bank that's gonna finance me at fair market value. But you can still dress the truck up and make it look like every other truck that's over there. But I'm saying, instead of you paying weekly, you paying monthly. You know, you paying monthly and stuff. So I'm saying, I mean, that pressure and stuff is off of you now. So that means that your money, you're able to move your money and stuff, a lot more freely and stuff than somebody that got to pay weekly, because this might be a bad week right here for you, but you still got to pay them. But you paying the bank once some money and stuff like that. Okay, all right, this was a bad week right here and stuff. Next week I just have to double up, right? But it gives you the opportunity to get yourself back in step, because sometimes things just happen. That's just the way business is. You know, I wish that consistency can be all the time, every time, but that's just not how it is and stuff. I mean, like I said, you got people in the business sector, right? That don't have the same things to lose as you. So if they don't have the same things to lose as you, they're not going to understand. You see, you know, uh, uh, people don't, when you working in some job and stuff like that, you remember, you're not gonna go out, you're not gonna go um, beyond what your job title calls for you to do. The only thing you're concerned about is yourself. Okay, look, I did my job and that's it. I'm not worried about nobody else's. Okay, overtime and stuff. I'll think about it. I'll think about it and stuff. But hey, your time is up. Okay, hey, look, you just hitting the clock and going over here and take care of what you need to take care of. It's sometimes stuff people fall behind. We get into traffic jams and all types of stuff hold us up, and then we show up and it's 5 minutes to closing. You know, it's 5 minutes to closing and stuff. I mean, a business person to understand, hey, look, yeah, I'll stay behind and stuff because that's my product, right? That's what the business person does. Okay, I'll stay behind because that's my product that I'm looking for and stuff. So, he made it. Let me go ahead and get him on out of here and stuff because he understand from one business person to another business person. But an employee, he ain't understanding. You show up 5 minutes and stuff. Hey, man, hey, dude, you might well go on, turn the truck right around and stuff and go on, get you rescheduled and all that other nonsense. I ain't worried about it because that's not my job, man. Look, in 5 minutes, I'm getting out of here. See, business people understand the plights of other business people. That's why, they put the initiative in and stuff because they've been there or they understand what you're going through. Employees don't understand that. They don't have the same lose as you. That's why they out, man. They're like, hey, look, man, shoot, hey, screw this. They don't understand, the ramifications of messing up. See, all they know and stuff, man, daggone, they got layoffs and stuff coming. Yeah, because all these mistakes and stuff that you made and stuff cost money. But they don't understand that. All they know, hey, look, my pay, I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna hit this clock. My paycheck better be right on Friday. That's all they understand. And see, that's okay. But see, that's what you're in the sector of business. Even your dispatchers, man, your dispatch. Oh man, I got to be friends with my Your dispatcher don't care. His job is to make sure that he's the communicational piece between the load planner and yourself. Okay, make sure that the truck is on time he ain't out there booking loads for you. Everybody think, okay, yeah, my dispatch out there booking loads, he finding the best loads and stuff for me, man. No, dude, look, he's the communicational piece. So when they saying, okay, look, we need 5 trucks and stuff. Well, I got two over here in the area and stuff, right? Okay, send them over there. Hey man, I got that load for you. Like he did some work. Man, look, it's already in these businesses, man, it's already predestined what you're gonna do. So trying to get along with your dispatcher, cooking them cakes and uh, um, trying to be buddy buddy with them and tap dancing and all that other stuff, that stuff don't work. It's already predestined. That's why I like, in the intermobile section, those guys that haul containers. That's the thing there. It's predestined. It's predestined. It's just the person that's going to get the better freight is the one who can entertain me the best. Hmm. They come in there. Oh, who's going to entertain me? Who's going to tell me the best jokes? Who's going to do the best tap dancing and stuff for me? Dance a jig for me, and I'll throw you a little something. That's the thing there. But the second they start getting in their little feelings and stuff, they get, oh man, shoot, you know what? I'm not finding him anything. I don't care. He can starve to death. See, a business person ain't gonna do that because they understand if you starving, they starving. They missing the opportunity to move some freight. But see, the person that ain't got nothing to lose, they can say stuff like that. Well, man, he ain't gonna move another piece of load of stuff if I got anything to do with it because he ain't got nothing to lose. But when they start doing layoffs and stuff like that, then that's when he daggone what happened. I just came in the job one day and stuff and they gave me the plink slip. Yeah, because you got in your feelings so much and stuff, man, that when the real people, when the real business people come together and start having those meetings and they start looking at that bottom line like, hey man, we missed this load and we could have made this amount of money, that amount of money, that amount of money there. Man, shoot, what are these guys doing? They in there playing on the computer, all in their feelings and stuff like, oh man, shoot, that's okay. We gonna start putting some business people in there. We're gonna have to cut them out. The next thing you know and stuff, he ain't there no more. This is after he done starved you to death. Or that other nonsense and stuff. Oh man, come on in the office and talk to us because we really care. We really care about your feelings. We really care about your feelings. We want to know how do you feel about the company and some of the things. And then people sitting over there falling for that nonsense. Well, man, if y'all start doing this and start doing that, man, shoot, that thing will be a whole lot better. Ain't talking anything about business. You in there just wasting time and stuff, man. You over they can, well, we're concerned about your feelings and making sure that that you stay in a good moralistic, that your minds and stuff, man, are very positive because with that comes, you're not going to be having accidents and all that other stuff there. Like, no, man, look, when you not making money, that makes you scramble to make money, and that's where all your accidents and all your mistakes and stuff start happening because you in such a rush to make this money. It's not about your feelings and your emotions. I'm telling you, I'm like, man, look, a person that's in the hole, right? Today, what? No, not. Let's see. Tomorrow Thursday. I thought tomorrow was Friday. Friday. The people that's in the hole, they gonna feel a lot different and stuff than the people that done made a profit. These guys done got paid and stuff, man. How much you got, man? Shoot, hey, I'm cashing out and stuff, man. 10, 20 grand for the work I did this weekend. You sitting over here 2 and 3, you over here $1,000 in the hole. You gonna feel a lot, man, like God knows, man, what the heck? So now you got to scramble. You got to scramble and stuff, man. You got money on the mind and stuff, right? But you ain't really thinking. You're not thinking the way you're supposed to be thinking, and then that's where all the accidents and stuff happen. Because the people that's making money, they ain't having no accidents. Man, shoot, their minds are laser sharp and stuff, man. Like, shoot, dude, I get sleep. What you do? I go to sleep. I pull over and get me a nap. I ain't worried about nothing. I got my money. I already know how my money's gonna be made and stuff, man. The people that ain't making money and stuff, them the ones staying up. You know what I'm saying? That stuff, man, that bothers you when you sitting over here, when you sitting over here and stuff, trying to worry about how you gonna get your rent paid and stuff, man. They talking about, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm laughing because I'm thinking about me being in that position. It's funny now, but it's not funny. But I'm saying is that, dude, you can't think properly when you sitting over here and stuff, and they about and them daggone eviction notices start coming in. You got an eviction notice and stuff like that. They about to cut off your lights and your water. They about to repossess your car. You ain't thinking straight. Like, man, dude, I got to get to the money. I got to get to the money now. That desperation start kicking in and stuff. That's when people start unplugging logs and all that other stuff there, and start driving all erratically and stuff like that. You can't sleep, man, when you under that type of pressure. The conversations and stuff a lot different. You more aggravated. It's like, man, what is it now? What is it now? It's like everything just crashing down on me. Good gracious. Man, if I had some money, I'd be okay. I wouldn't be in this situation. You see what I'm saying? And then you gotta excuse me when I'm passionate about when people make mistakes. I'm not hating on nobody. I'm just saying I don't want you to be in that same position that I was in because it ain't no good feeling. You see what I'm saying? Like, look, dude, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. Nobody out here has screwed up better than me. Nobody. So what I'm saying is that when I'm telling you stuff, right, I'm not telling you from a position of hate. I'm telling you from a position of love and concern. Because although I messed up the hardest, right, it seemed like some people still want to take the crown. And I'm just saying, I'm like, dude, you don't want to go there. But while you winning, while you up, this what you got to do. This is what you got to do. I'm talking from experience because anytime I use an example, I'm always using myself. All right, let's see what y'all got up here. Uh, let's see. Walter Tucker, excuse me. Let's see. Good evening. The engine rebuild shop in Georgia on the 60 series DDEC 5 for 2005, 2005 Century class. Wait a minute, hold up. Am I reading this right? Okay, you got a 60 series DDEC. Huh? Okay. I'm assume that all right, Mr. Tucker, I believe okay, you got a 60 series of '05. So I'm guessing you got a 14.0. You got a 14 liter. And you're trying to figure out what the rebuild is. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm reading this thing right, engine rebuild on a 14.0, you looking at about you're looking at about and stuff, mm, about 15, 16,000 for a 14.0. If you want it done right and stuff, man, about 15, 16,000. Okay, all right, yeah. Okay, yeah, 15, yeah, about you want to be in the price range. You want to be in the price range about 15, 16,000 because you know the Detroit rebuilds, the Detroit rebuilds and stuff like that. The kids, you know, even though you got inflation and stuff that's going on, they really not that expensive. It's really not that much. It's really not that expensive and stuff. I mean, see, you start spending money when you start turning up the horsepower and stuff, which is what you don't have to worry about doing that because the truck is the truck is perfect where it is and stuff. Just get you a rebuild, just get you a rebuild kit and stuff. Let's see, you say you in Georgia, so I'll reach out to that place over there in Jackson, Georgia. I'll reach out to that place over there in Jackson, Georgia and stuff. I'm pretty sure cause they was gonna do an ISX. They were gonna do an ISX for me and stuff, and they wanted he wanted 20,000 and stuff for the ISX. But I'm just saying that's coming still. But for Detroit, for Detroit and stuff, about 15, 16,000. But I would check out that place over there in Jackson, Georgia. I forgot the name of the place. Man, they right over there by the TA. Okay, you got 12,000 now. That should be enough. Yeah, 12,000 should be enough. 12,000 should be enough. It should be enough and stuff. I mean, cause all you doing, you just buying the kit, you just buying the kit and stuff, and then somebody's doing the labor. So I'm saying if they charging, okay, if the labor and stuff, right? If you just happen to find a shop and they say $12,000, right? I mean, not 12,000. What the heck am I talking about? Okay, if they charge $200 labor, right? I'm saying that's a worst case scenario. That's a worst case scenario and stuff, right? So, okay, they charging. Um, hmm, hold on, cause my math and stuff is kind of off. Okay, a rebuild. You're gonna have 40 hours in. You're gonna have 40 hours in a rebuild, right? You're gonna have 40 hours in a rebuild and stuff. So if you're talking about if they charge you $200 and stuff for 40 hours, that's what 8 grand. That's 8,000 and stuff. And so then the rebuild kit. So you still left with 4 grand and stuff. A rebuild kit and stuff is about three. For a 14 and stuff, a rebuild kit is about three. So there you go. You ain't gonna have no. I mean, put some money behind it if you can now, right? Put some money behind it if you can, but eh, you're gonna be anywhere between I would say around 12, 14. After taxes and stuff like that. But you know, um, you can go that route there and stuff, right? And so here's when they say secret shop, y'all know what secret shop means? Do you know what the phrase secret shop? You know what that means? Because people get that misconception and stuff. They get it. They think secret means top secret, and that ain't what it is. A secret shop is a shop. Okay, you wait. Okay, all right. But I would I'll still look around and stuff. Cause you in Georgia and stuff, and people, you got all types of shops around there and stuff. What a secret shop means is that a shop that you didn't know existed. It's a shop you didn't know it existed, so it's a secret. It's in a location and stuff, probably back in the woods somewhere and stuff. And so it looked like it's a secret. That's what secret shop means. It doesn't mean like, oh, I know something and you don't know something. It just means that it's a secret, it's something that's hidden. And you just got to go looking for it and stuff. And you find it like, I didn't know that shop was over there. That was a secret. But that's what secret shop means. That that's what a secret shop. But them are the best shops and stuff to work on your trucks because the best shops to work on your trucks are like shops that got a whole bunch of if they got a whole yard full of trucks I mean, just broke down and stuff like that, and they got motors and transmissions all everywhere. That's a shop that's gonna do your truck right. I mean, if they got, I mean, just tons of trucks everywhere. I mean, they got the grass growing all high and stuff like that, man. Them gonna be some of the best shops to work on your truck, man. I mean, they cut you, now you gotta be a little patient with them, but they gonna get you right. They gonna get you right and stuff, man. They gonna add a little extra. They gonna add a little extra to it and stuff, man. I mean, but that's all a secret shop means. It's a shop that you found, and you like, I didn't even know it was back here. Man, this is the greatest secret in history. That's what a secret shop means. It ain't nothing like, oh, I know something and you don't know something. It's a secret. I know a shop, but it's a secret. No, secret shop just mean a shop you found and like, what in the world? I didn't even know you was here. That place over there in Jackson, Georgia. Secret shop. Called in there and stuff, man. Guy fixed my transmission. Everybody else talking about a week to fix my transmission. He took it in the morning stuff and had my stuff done the same night. Well, he had me write the stuff, man, that afternoon. And I just picked the truck up in the morning. Everybody else's stuff, man, well, we can fix on, but it's gonna take about a week to get it done. It's gonna be about a week, all that stuff there. Went in on a Tuesday, got my truck back on a Wednesday. You know, secret shop. I didn't even know it was there. Okay, let's see. I got some more questions up here. Uh, let's see. Um, let's see. Good game. Appreciate that. Live, live now, be free. Um, if no one was to have a note on a newer truck, can you refinance to get? Okay, if one if one was to have a note on a truck, newer truck, can you refinance to get a better APR once your credit is all right? Cash truck kind of guy. Just asking. No, look now with the trucks and stuff, man. With the trucks and stuff, once you get it financed, that's it. So you got so if your credit ain't straight, don't go. If your credit ain't straight, don't go in there until you get your credit straight. Don't go in there until you get your credit straight. That refinancing, and stuff like that, you might as well take that time and energy and stuff until you're getting your credit and stuff straight rather than going in there and getting something at a ridiculously high rate because these trucks and these banks, they work different. When they sell you the truck, they don't want the truck back. They don't want it back and stuff, but they taking a risk and saying, well, look, okay, we'll give it to you and stuff, but they don't want the truck back because they know they're gonna be taking a loss. They got to take the truck and then they got to fix it up and they got to get everything and stuff all right and everything. So if you know that your credit ain't straight, get your credit straight and don't worry about the refinance. Get your credit straight and then go in there when you got your credit straight. That's the best thing I can say. Don't go if you know that your credit ain't straight. Don't go in there. Don't go in there and stuff. So you know, it's not like a house. It's not like a house, even though they price like a house now and stuff. But yeah, and like I was saying, poor boy, is that it depends on what type of business that you do, depending on which route that you need to go. So if your business, if you know that your business ain't consistent, if you want to go the cash route and stuff, that's fine. Just make sure you got a shop. Make sure you got a shop, somebody reliable and stuff that you can go to. So when your truck needs something, it's going to this one area, which means that you can go, you can do your stuff, but it's always going to end up in this same area, and you're not too far away from them and stuff. If you got to get your equipment over there to the guy's shop, you see what I'm saying? Don't be a here, there, and everywhere type of person buying a cash truck and then you wail over here in Washington State. I don't know where you. Let's just say you live in the East Coast, like in Georgia or something. Don't be in Wayne, Washington State with a cash truck and okay, man. The guy that originally worked on the truck is down here in Georgia and stuff. It gets kind of pricey. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, you can still go that route. Just make sure you got that money. So if you got to get that tow bill and stuff, if you got to get your truck back to Georgia and stuff like that, you pay that money. and your truck is back over there where it needs to be at and stuff. But I'm saying, if you a here, there, and everywhere type of person, new truck. If you got a dedicated lane or something that can keep you in a certain area, then you can start considering cash truck. That's the short end way of doing it. Let's see. Tony A, getting ready, getting ready for it. Wait a minute, for it. Driver, a lot of available trucks for the low coming. I can't wait. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Let's see, Tony A again, 2 truck. Let's see, give it up. It's going to get worse. The capacity in ship is in the shipper's favor. Your best bet is to get around the broker. Stop living off the low board. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. That low board and stuff, man. I'm gonna get biblical, but I don't want to get spooky. Okay, I want y'all to follow me and stuff. I'm gonna get a little biblical, but I'm gonna get spooky. If you understand business, now in the Bible, it teaches you about the year of Jubilee, and it teaches you about the year of Jubilee, right? And so God instructed God instructed the children of Israel about what they need to do and stuff in order to work the land and stuff, right? And so I believe this wholeheartedly is that the year of Jubilee and stuff is on the 7th year. It's the 7th year, which they call the 7th year Sabbath. Now, what it means is that the earth is going to produce for 6 years. The earth produced for 6 years. But on the 6th year, the earth is going to produce more. The earth is going to produce more on the 6th year to carry you through the 7th year when you're not supposed to do nothing. So in the Bible teaches you is that if you don't keep it forever in your generation, is that the earth is going to practice the year of Jubilee, whether you practice it or not, right? Whether you practice it or not and stuff. And so business is like the same way. You're going to have 5 years of business just being normal business. But on that 6th year, things are going to be produced a little bit more on that 6th year. And that's because, yeah, things are going to be produced a lot more. So that means the rates and stuff are going to be better. You're going to be running more consistently. So when you look on the load board, they're going to be like, hey man, just name your price. Whatever load of stuff that's up, to name your price. You know, we got to get this stuff hauled. So okay, I'll do. Can you do load for like $7 a mile? Fine, yeah, I'll do it for $7 a mile to get everything moved. And on that 7th year, everything just shuts down. It's like, oh man, what the world is going on with this rate? And so, just like the earth will still produce, but you're not supposed to work. It produces very little and stuff like that. And so you're not supposed to work. And so that load board is like the same way. You're going to have 5 years of it being good. That 6th year, it's going to be great. And then that 7th year is going to be like, man, what in the heck? And so what happens, the 6th year is supposed to carry you over on the 7th year. So, things slow down and stuff like that. You got your money. Okay, well, for guys that want to start doing rebuilds and stuff like that, and it's going to take a little time. Okay, yeah. The market and stuff is down right now. The market is down. I already made my money and stuff like that. So you want to get your rebuild done. You want to get your paint job done. You want to get your customization done. And you can take a few months off of work and stuff to do it, because on that 6th year you just did so good, it's covering you for that 7th year. So when your bills come up, you got bill money and you ain't really worried about the truck too much because you ain't running it. So if you want to be home on the weekend, stuff like that, the market's a little light. So you get out there, you make your bill money and stuff, you go in, you come back, but that's it. You ain't expecting to make bank, right? You're gonna make money to live off of, but not banking money to be out here and stuff flossing and flexing, if that makes sense to you. But in my 20 years, this is what I always experienced and stuff, man. That load board is just the reason why people depend on it and look at it and stuff is because it's just it could be it'll be a year where it's like, man, dude, you could just name your own rate. Like, man, they got freight just everywhere. Oh man, all types of money. And just people get caught up in that. But when that market crashed, man, I mean, buddy, it crashed hard. And so, if you one of those people that rely on the board and stuff too much, you see what I'm saying? That that's your own. If your only base of income, now you in trouble. If you didn't budget your money and stuff like you supposed to, you in trouble now. I feel real bad for those guys that got to stay on it and really got to be in it. you know, you didn't really focus on trying to get you a contract or something like. I mean, because you got some folks that just make their total living off that load board. And I'm saying on the load board, it's always the same people: C.H. Robinson, TQL, JB Hunt, JB Hunt, Coyote, and I'm missing one more. Um, but it's always the same five suspects. It's always the same five suspects and stuff, and that's who everybody hauled for. Okay, but man, with that market and stuff, when it fall, it's but that's who some people that's who they depend on for their bread and butter and stuff, man. Those brokers I just named, and they over there and stuff trying to hustle them, and those guys they ain't giving way. They not budging. The rate is gonna be the rate. It's either take it or leave it, because I got other people on the line that's gonna go over here and haul this. They're gonna haul this freight for low. Probably I could probably beat them up and stuff for another $100 cheaper. They might have you on the load and then they call you back. Hey man, sorry, the load cancel. Cause they got somebody else to do it $200 cheaper than you. All right, hey, but they tell you, hey man, don't haul cheap freight. Don't haul that cheap freight and stuff. If we just stick together, if we stick together and stuff, and we stick it to these brokers, then man, they'll start giving it to our demands and stuff like that. And then meanwhile, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, I'll do that and stuff, man. And shoot, they over there, yeah, TQL, how much? 500. I'll do it for 350. I'll do it for 350. And I'm not joking. And I'm not joking about this either. It might sound funny, but man, dude, these guys they will cut your throat. They will cut your throat, man. Shoot, I'll do that load for 300. Load paying 500. Yeah, man. Hey, man, listen. Sorry, the load cancel. No, they just got that dude that was telling you don't haul cheap freight. Them saying, the people who do it, the guys that got all them stickers and stuff. Don't haul cheap freight. Don't haul cheap freight and stuff. Who they got the load through? Coyote, TQL, JB Hunt, telling you don't do it because they make their living off that load board. That's it. They never aspire to go out here and get no contract. They just tell you and stuff, man, don't you do it, so they can do it hard. Yes, don't fall for that nonsense there. They up there tap dancing. They up there tap dancing and stuff like that, man. I'm telling you, they'll beat you to death. Let's see. Many of you so right on that, man. I had my first accident trying to hustle and bustle speed and flip the truck over. Man, I'm sorry that happened to you, man. I'm sorry that happened to you, man. I'm not laughing at you. I mean, you all right now, so I guess we can laugh at it, but don't let that happen to you no more. Let's see, go now. Them dispatchers don't have a clue. They worried about themselves. That's right, cause man, look, they trying to go home at 5 o'clock. They trying to go home at 5 o'clock and stuff, man. They don't look. Hey, they just communicational pieces and stuff. Once they get off the phone with you, they back on, man. They back on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and stuff, looking at videos all day long. Until somebody give them, hey man, hey listen, where that truck at? Then they click it back. Oh, okay, yeah, he over here and stuff. He good. He all right. You done asked this dude and stuff, man. Hey, listen, dude, I need a com check to pay for this unloading. Okay, yeah, I'll get it to you and stuff. And he done forgot all about you. You know, that sort of nonsense and stuff there and stuff, man. He waiting till 5 o'clock. Sometimes they don't even wait to 5. Man, shoot, around 4:25, 4:30, they out of there. They take the phone, their phone be ringing and stuff. It just be ringing. They ain't picking it up. Like, man, shoot, nah, dude. I work for. Let second shift worry about it. Let second shift worry about it, man. Shoot, I'm off. Let's see. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You been there, done that. Let's see. What you got? Coronado King. they prefer Cummins and they prefer Cummins and specialize in Cummins. The shop. Oh no, I know what you talking about. That's God, what's that place called? Hey guy, yeah, hey guy and stuff. Yeah, hey guy, that's the shop. That's in where where's hey guy at? They in another part of Georgia. Just put it that way. The place I went to is in Jackson, Georgia. They got all the motors there and stuff. They got they got the Cummins and stuff. They got the Cat. And they got the Cats, they got the Detroits and stuff. They got them all on the shelf and stuff. And they ain't got them. They'll get one and build one for you. They'll get one and build one for you. But yeah, I was just using the Cummins as an example and stuff. But yeah, that's Hey Guy you thinking about. Griffin, Georgia. Yeah, that's it. Griffin, Georgia. That's another part of Georgia and stuff. No, the place I'm talking about is in Jackson, Georgia. Let's see. Tony, I've been reaching out for some shippers moving different. Yeah, I'll wait. Let's see, 702. Okay, y'all talking to each other and stuff. Let's see. Well, the one thing is, in the industry is up and down when it's up, especially during COVID. That's when you can grind a lot, but most calls rainy season. Yeah, the let's see, and it's you again. Let's see, it would be worse. Might jump around. Let's see, November, December trucking is like the stock market. Yeah, it's this year. Yeah, this year and stuff is uh it's um it's I don't see it getting better, but I don't see it getting worse either though. I don't see it getting better, but I don't see it getting worse. So we kind of at a stalemate right now and stuff. I mean, at least on the contract freight side, it's pretty consistent on the freight con. Now the load board, that's something different. Load board is something different and stuff. But if you got contract freight, you okay. You all right. I will say that. Let's see, HD or performance D's. Oh, I think it's eight. I think it's HD. Yeah, I believe that's what it is. HD. HD. That sounds about right. Over there in Jackson, Georgia and stuff. Yeah, HD. Let's see. What's the name or address of the secret shop in Georgia? Yeah, that's eight. Yes, it's in Jackson, Georgia, and I believe yes, it's HD, Heavy Diesel. Yeah, it's called Heavy Diesel. Over there in what you call Jackson, Georgia and stuff. They right beside the Blue Beacon. They right beside the Blue Beacon and stuff. Behind the TA. Cause it's one of those play. If you don't pay attention, you won't even think it's a shop. To be honest, you think it's a junkyard, but it's a junkyard and stuff. But you won't think that they do that type of stuff over there. They got those signs and stuff to kind of help people out to say, hey man, hey listen, we do this type of stuff. You know, you need rear ends, you need transmission rear ends and stuff. Hey, we do all this. Come on over here and stuff. But the spot is just it's overcrowded by everybody's going to the TA and the Loves over there and the Blue Beacon. So you see the shop, you ain't really thinking about it, right? But like I said, it's a secret shop, Kai. You go in there, they got stuff strolled all everywhere. I mean, even in the waiting room and stuff, man, they got broke down motors and all that good stuff in, man. I mean, but that's the definition of a secret shop. That's the definition of a secret shop. It's there, and you didn't even know it was there, and they did that type of stuff. You know, you go back there and you just inquire about it, like, oh, y'all did that? I didn't know that. You know, I ain't know that. I just thought y'all was a junkyard. So like, I ain't got no reason to come back here. You know, I ain't got no reason to come back in and stuff. You know, I need work done. I go to Freightliner or Kenworth. Hey, but listen, I said we have been over here and stuff. We've been up here quite a while now and stuff. So, hey, I hope that my information up here was helpful. I hope that tonight's dissertation was enough to reach out to a certain somebody so that I could be a part of the truck workshop and stuff. You know, like I said, it's no big deal and stuff. If you know, if you reach out, if you reach out to me and stuff, what I do want to say is that my phone number is on my personal. You go on my personal YouTube page and stuff. My number's up there. Text me if it's the person that's in charge of the workshop. Definitely give me a call and stuff, man. I will pick. I will definitely pick that phone up and stuff, man. It would be an honor and a pleasure to work with you. Um, it'll be an honor and a pleasure and stuff, man, to work with you, to be a part of that workshop. Like I said, I just give my information. I give my information and stuff for free, you know. So it's no charge and stuff, man. But I do want to be a part of that. I do want to be a part of that and stuff, man. You know, if you do reach out to me and stuff like that, my contact information is up there. Um, if you need to interview me and stuff like that, vet me and ask all the right, ask all the questions you can and stuff. And like I said, if you're not impressed, then I understand. But if you are, I definitely want to be a part of the workshop. Definitely. Oh my, I mean, but like I said, if you reach out to me, I hope that this video and stuff gets to them. Like I said, everything that I talked about, is pretty much on point. You got to excuse the way that I articulate myself. I know I do repeat the word everything and stuff. I say everything and stuff a lot. I do. I say everything and stuff a lot. But other than that and stuff, man, my whole time that I was up here, you notice I didn't use no profanity, no N bombs, none of that stuff there. I know how to articulate myself to a point to where I can convey the information to people to get a complete and total understanding. It's just I say everything and stuff a lot. So and I'll work on that. But other than that, man, I mean, hey, I am at your I am at your disposal because of the things and stuff that you do for us. And so, this is my way to give back. Like I said, I'm more than welcome. I'm more than willing to work with you, or any people and stuff, that need any kind of information about trucking, kind of that's where I specialize in and stuff. I mean, the drama, they can say, they can go to uh, World Star and stuff for that, or all the other channels and stuff that's not giving up information. Because again, I want to see people make it. I want to see people make it. I want to see you work. I mean, I want to see you succeed out here and stuff. We got the 10 grand clan that's coming. We got the 10 grand clan that's coming. I want you to be a part of it. I also got some more projects in the work. You know, I got some more projects and stuff in the work, but I'm saying for those of you that are trying to get that $10,000, listen, man, look, to make it simple, if you know that you ain't got $10,000 in your account, right, and you driving trucks and you can make six figures, why are you going home? Why are you taking time off? Today is the day. Make the commitment today and stuff and say that I'm not going home until I get that $10,000 in my account, because there's barrels and buckets of money and stuff out here to be made. And the thing is that you're not going to be making it sitting at the house and stuff being comfortable with this lifestyle and stuff. When you know that you're up here talking about you want to do better, you want to be better, you're going to have to get out here. You're going to have to make the sacrifice. But you're going to make the sacrifice, do it now. Do it today. You don't have to. Don't wait till later, because later is going to be too late. Do it now. Friday's coming up and stuff. The weekend's coming up and stuff like that. Like, hey, man, look, I don't need to go home right now. I need to get out here and make this money. Because it's really, and I mean, I hate to say this and stuff. I'm not really knocking you, but I'm just saying there's no excuse why you don't have the money. Why you don't have the money and stuff, man. So to keep it plain, to keep it short, if you don't have it, you don't need to be going home. You don't need to be taking no time off. Set that goal for yourself and stuff, man, because if you can hit that goal right there, just think, man, look, if I got 10 grand, I'm gonna turn 10 into 100. You turn 100 into 3, you turn 3 into 5, and then next thing you know, you're a millionaire. It's possible. You can do it. But man, you got to make the steps, and by making the steps and stuff, you got to commit yourself, man, while the time is now, while there is the opportunity to do it. If you don't have the money, make that commitment today and stuff to say, man, look, let me go out here and do what has to be necessary. If you want more information about what you need to do in order to make that $10,000 and stuff, man, give me a call. That's why I'm here. My contact information is on my YouTube page and stuff. Feel free to hit me up. As long as it's about trucking and stuff, man, I'll tell you the things that you need to do and stuff, the step by steps and stuff. In fact, if I could give you some reference pieces, because those times are going to start coming around again where if you got the money, if you got the money, then the opportunity is there for you to partake it. But if you ain't got it, it's going to pass you right on by. And who knows when that opportunity is going to come back again. Don't let that opportunity pass you by sitting there and being comfortable with the way things are now. If you know you don't have the money and you're trying to establish yourself, it's time to put the work in. It's time to put the pedal to the metal. It's time to make the sacrifice, and the sacrifice is now. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. You owe it to yourself. You put in the time, energy, and resource and everything else, put it into something constructive, because these things are going to pay off in the long run. I guarantee it. But don't be left behind when these opportunities come up because you didn't take advantage of what you need to do now in order to make the money. You can do it, but don't get comfortable with this type of lifestyle and stuff because it's a little bit better than the way things used to be. That's all right, but you can be doing a whole lot better. I hope that's what brought you to this channel here. I hope what I say inspires you to go out here and do what's needed and necessary. And like I said, if you need the help and stuff, man, I have no problem in giving you that. Don't let these opportunities pass you by and stuff, man. Do not focus your time, energy, and resources on these things that are counterproductive. Those things that are counterproductive, they're gonna soon be out of sight. And if you're a part of that, you're gonna be out of sight too. The opportunity and the time is now. When is the time to get into this business? Right here, right now, today. Commit yourself, man. Say I'm gonna be a part of this 10 grand clan. I'm gonna be a part of the 10 grand clan. Because when you get there, it's gonna do something to you. And I can guarantee it's gonna inspire you to do more and be more. You're gonna be a better person. Because you understand is that, man, look, I'm not going to let everything bother me because I'm on a roll right now, and I'm on a roll and stuff, man, to get this money. I understand that, like I said, there are things in this business that's going to be in here. They're going to be people, they're going to be detractors. That dude scared the heck out of me back there. But they're going to be detractors out here that's going to try to deviate you off the path. There are going to be people out here that's telling you, man, this ain't possible. Man, what the heck are you talking about? $10,000, man, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Prove them all wrong, man. You're in the right profession to do it. You're not at Walmart being a baggage handler or something like that. You're not a bank teller. You're in trucking. This is the first time in history where you can do six figures as a company driver. Take advantage of these things because you could do six figures. You probably, I mean, you'll be six figures, but man, hey, push it to the limit. Let's see how far I can get this thing. Because the opportunities are going to come, and if you're not ready, if you don't qualify and stuff, man, it's nothing you can do. But just sit back and stuff, man, and watch others and stuff, man, partake. And that's where the hate and stuff is going to start coming in at. Doggone, man, you know what? This dude over here and stuff, hating on this person for what? Because they put the work in and you didn't? You had the opportunity. That's why you're here. I'm telling you, you can do it. I did it. I did it and I'm still doing it. There's a reason, there's a purpose why I'm still here in this truck. Look, man, I done had my house for almost 8 months. 10 months now. I haven't even spent the night in it. My house is full of everything that I ever wanted, needed, and stuff, man, because the opportunity came up and stuff. And so my thing is that when everything and stuff is set and I can finally go in there and rest and relax, this is going to be the first time in over 13 years that I can kick my feet back and stuff and relax upon the things that I worked for because I qualified, because I put the sacrifice in. As much as I say, yeah, you know what? I want to go home and stuff, man. I want to take it easy because I got the stuff that's in there, but it ain't everything. I want it complete, and I want it complete totally. When that day comes and stuff, man, that's when I'll go home because I know I ain't gonna always be out here forever. But the progress is being made and stuff, and I know that while me being out here and stuff, even though sometimes, man, it gets hard, it gets depressing. Sometimes I got to keep my eye on the prize and remembers that, man, just a year ago I didn't even have a place to stay. I didn't have I didn't have a piece of God's green earth to call my own. I didn't have that. It was just me and this truck and stuff like that, just making the money. But when the opportunity came, there it is. True ownership and stuff. And my thing is that, like I said, I'm not a flashy type person. It's the little things and stuff like that, man, that get me satisfied because all I want at the end of the day is peace. That's what everybody wants. It's peace. So, like I said, look, I'm not telling you nothing that I ain't going through myself. But when those opportunities come and stuff, man, you got to be ready. Put the sacrifice and put the work in now because I can guarantee you that the payoff is gonna be excellent. I can guarantee you that. I'm walking you through it step by step. So anyway, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, that's been my time. My name is that one, that only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. Um, Feel free to hit me up. My contact information again is on my YouTube page. Text me first. Let me know who you are. Let me know what the subject matter is and stuff like that. I'll get back with you so we can go into constructive dialogue again to the person in charge of the trucking workshop. Again, I'll be looking for your phone call. I'll definitely answer. I'll definitely answer. I already know the area code and stuff to look for. I mean, if you call me, I will definitely pick up. I'm definitely, I definitely want to hear from you and stuff like that. I hope that I could be a part of that workshop. Again, follow me on Instagram, which is Rhode Island Red Rooster 22. Rhode Island Red Rooster 22 on Instagram. I'm always posting up things about my 2013 Freightliner Cascadia. And ladies and gentlemen, I leave you as always telling you, continue to do your own research, fact finding, and studies. Harness on your skills every day. Till the next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy. Peace out.